The Deputy National Police Commissioner, Shadrack Sibiya's fight to be reinstated will be heard in the Pretoria High Court today. Sibiya was placed on leave last month by National Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola amid allegations of misconduct. This follows claims by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Qodashe, who implicated Sibiya in an alleged plot to disband the political killings task team. That's after it reportedly uncovered links between gangs, politicians, and the judiciary. Zoleka Qodashe joins us live from Pretoria High Court. Zoleka, what do we expect Sibiya's argument to really be in this case?
Good morning, Arabile, and good morning to our viewers. We expect that there are a number of grounds upon which Shadrack Sibiya, the Deputy National Police Commissioner, will be challenging his placement on leave of absence. You'll remember that this stems from the 6th of July press briefing by the top cop in KZN, Lieutenant General Qodashe, linking Sibiya to alleged kingpin, underworld kingpin, that's Vusumuzi Kat Matala, and also linking him to the disbandment of the political killings task team in KZN. Now, following that explosive media briefing and allegations by the top cop in KZN, Sibiya was then placed on leave of absence pending the outcome of an investigation, an internal investigation. Now, what Sibiya argues is that the National Police Commissioner, that is Fannie Masemola, did not have the powers to make such a decision and acted outside of his powers in terms of the discipline regulations that regulate the discipline of SAPS members. Now, he's launching an urgent application before the High Court in Pretoria, seeking to review and set aside the decision by Masemola that was taken on the 15th of July this year. Now, because it's a review application, Sibiya will have to demonstrate to the court that this decision by Masemola constitutes administrative action. Now, administrative action, Arabile, is action that has been taken by an organ of state that has implications for the rights of parties. The statute that governs the administrative action is the Promotion of Administrative Justice Act. And that act stipulates the grounds upon which administrative action by organs of state can be taken. It also sets specific guidelines for review applications. You'll remember that the application before the Superior Court is a review application. And so PAJA, the Promotion of Administrative Justice Act, details review applications. And Section 6 of PAJA mentions that decisions of administrative action or administrative action must be procedurally fair. Now, Sibiya argues that the decision against him was not procedurally fair, and it seeks to invoke Section 10, subsection 2 of the discipline regulations that govern how SAPS members are to be disciplined. And what that section says is that there must be reasonable time that is given to Sibiya to make written representations, and a decision on his suspension can only be taken after those written submissions have been considered. And so he argues that because he was suspended, or rather placed on leave of absence so quickly, that procedure was not followed. Those due processes were not followed. Now, you'll remember, Arabile, that this decision, or the allegations that were leveled against him, were on the 6th of July 2025. On the 15th of July 2025, Sibiya was then placed on leave of absence. That's a period of about 9 days. So he argues that the process was not procedurally fair. But what he also argues in papers is that this investigation, internal investigation by the SAPS, will usurp the powers of the Commission of Inquiry that the President has already instituted to probe these allegations. You'll remember he spoke to Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405 after his placement on leave of absence, saying that why do we have parallel processes that are taking place when the President has already announced that there will be a Commission of Inquiry to probe these allegations? Why must there be a parallel process that takes place within the SAPS? That's one of the arguments that he places as well before the court. But let's just listen to what he had to say when he was placed on leave of absence.
Those allegations my plea to the nation, my plea to anybody who is involved, let these allegations be investigated by a team, a neutral team, not the one that is being driven from KZN or from somebody. Let the minister say, I'm appointing 1, 2, 3, 4 to investigate this allegation, plain, fair and square in an open manner. Let there be a report. Now, that's what the president has pronounced to be headed by a judge. That makes me sleep. Now, why can't we all subject ourselves to that process? Why some people want to act ahead of time?
Now, that was Shadrack Sibiya speaking to Newzroom Afrika after he was placed on leave of absence. So we're expecting that those are some of the submissions that he will place before the court. Of course, that is what is contained within his papers before the Superior Court in Pretoria this morning. But Arabile, what we also expect to take place is that Sibiya will also file an application, or there is an application before the acting judge president, that's Aubrey Ledwaba, for the matter to be heard before a full bench. Now, whether the matter is worthy of being heard by a full bench is questionable, but he has placed that before the court, saying that this is because of the high-profile matter and the public interest that it has garnered. So we expect that that will be one of the issues that are taken care of before we hear what he has to say in defense of or trying to get to be reinstated in his position as Deputy National Police Commissioner. Arabile.